Hello, everyone. My name is Dean Gilton, and welcome to our first part of Hauntings and Aliens. Do they go together or not? Part 1 of this class. Yes. Well, apparently, this is the first part of the class, while the other two parts, or Part 2 and Part 3, will be on the field. This is more of a debriefing on what aliens can do in haunted locations. Since they have some similarities to a haunted location for ghosts and paranormal wise. Like break down this right here, for example. Hauntings, like shadow figures, poltergeist noise, cold spots, and dread. Here you have alien side, which is translucent camouflage. Let's see here. Acoustics dampening, and EM interference. They both show the same type pattern for both hauntings, which gives out an ultimate link into these patterns. Now, let's look at it to a more scientific approach, okay, in mathematical and scientific approach. For instance, let's see here. Wrong one, though. Wrong page. I got ahead of myself. Here we go. So we're going to understand about the probability of what these so-called visitors of aliens, such defined as the Greys. All right. In our daily lives, we have a 4D space-time, 3 spatial dimensions, and 1 temporal dimension, expressed as coordinations, which is the X, Y, Z, and T. All right. Now, we assume there is a 5th dimension. Yeah, let's just assume there is a 5th dimension, a spatial dimension which goes by W, that we cannot precise. We can only represent our universe as a flat 3D sheet, a membrane or brain, BRANE, suspended in a higher dimensional space, the bulk, or they may call it BULK. Now, here's how we're going to decipher this so-called theory in the perspective more related theory. So, I know I'm going around in circles in that one. Okay. So we have higher dimensional, then the bulk dimension W. Entity A in the higher dimensional is your ghost. Entity B, which is of course your alien visitor. Now they both will enter into our 3D space. Then, once that they'll cross into our space-time membrane, or brain, for the X, Y, and Z. When a higher dimensional entity passes through our coordinated system, we do not see their true full form. We only see the 3D slice that intersects with our plane. Oh, it goes deeper than this, folks. It goes way deeper than you might think. Now, the formula of intersection probability. All right. No, boy, I written okay. You written okay? Yeah, I written okay. Okay. Let's represent the probability of an anomaly manifestation in our space-time. Space-time be PM. As a function of spatial alignment, S, and dimensional probability, which is here, dP. For a haunting, spirit, and residual energy, the entity exists primarily on a parallel continuous plane, such as the eternal plane or the everplane of eternal sunshine, where the spatial coordinates align perfectly, but the physical matter density is 0. The manifestation for space-time occurs when a localized energy spike, like emotion, a tragedy that occurred, or a ley line junction, which we'll get to that sooner, and temporarily increase the dP, the dimensional probability. For an alien encounter, as in the Greys, okay, as in the Greys, the entity is utilizing technological manipulation to cross the bulk dimension, W, to shortcut vast cosmic dimensions dimensions when they lower their electromagnetic shield or translate down to our coordinates. They alter the spatial alignment, S, causing them to temporarily intersect with us for the XYZ for the 3D spectrum. The connection, ladies and gentlemen, the connection, both a ghost and an alien are using the exact same coordinate transition. A ghost is a slip in the probability of the dimensions, while an alien is a physical vehicle transferring between them, as in the spatial alignment. Now, later on, though, we'll be going on the boots for part 2. Yes, boots on the ground for part 2. That'll be for next week, where we're going to such a location and where possibly where ghosts come off of it, and possibly alien ships might have come off of it, which is located right here in Greenwood, Mississippi. Okay, do you want to know the location? I was going to save it for part 2, but here we go anyway. The location is precisely in theory spectrum, if proven, and it probably will be proven, that Greenwood has 3 ley lines. Now, I'm not talking about the Yazoo, I'm talking about the Tallahatchie River or the Yellowbushy River that forms the Yazoo River. Well, that'd be a power magnet there. But we also have 3 lines, 3 ley lines, Earth's energy field. So then I'll get back to in part 2. These ley lines, they meet at center point, right underneath the Civil War monument, right where the courthouse is, right there in downtown Greenwood, Mississippi. We did some finding and readings later, but we'll get to those results. You want to hear about the results? I'll give you a hint. First off, compasses. No, not digital compasses or your GPS compasses. I mean your manual magnetized compasses. As of right now, in Greenwood, all manual compasses are off. Are slightly off. They're not pointing north. It looks like they're pointing east. Most of them, what you're seeing is, which I will demonstrate to you next week, is that it's all pointing to the lines, especially the main one in the downtown area. We will discuss more of this in part 2, but yes, this is how it is going back here. How they cross in our path into our dimension, and how they have the same effects on what they can do. How they can mimic a haunting, and how hauntings regularly put it to the ultimate link in some investigations. Alright, y'all. That's all. Class dismissed for right now. I know it's shorter than you thought, but luckily that part 2 will be better for you guys. Because it'll be outdoorsy and out of the office. Outdoorsy, out of the office. Alright, I'll shut up now. Alright, thank you all. Bye-bye.